The city of Lagos never truly sleeps. At night, when the markets close and the yellow buses stop honking, there's still music drifting from smoky bars, laughter rising from balconies, and the restless hum of generators. It is in this city, alive with contradictions, that the story of Amaka and Chike began and broke. Amaka was a dancer, her body carrying the rhythm of every drumbeat, her steps echoing the heartbeat of the city. She danced in crowded halls where sweat and joy mingled, and even strangers couldn't help but smile when she moved. Chike was not a dancer. He was a hustler. His life was woven into the concrete, selling, bargaining, chasing opportunities through narrow streets, his voice as sharp as the whistles of traffic wardens. They met on an evening when the air was heavy with harmattan dust. The neighborhood block party pulsed with Afrobeats, and Amaka spun in circles like fire, drawing every eye. Chike watched her, and for the first time in years, he stopped calculating profit and loss. He felt something raw, something pure. When their eyes locked, it was not gentle. It was a collision. Love, yes, but love that carried the weight of a city. Loud, chaotic, overwhelming. Their love grew quickly, like weeds after rain. Lagos has a way of rushing things. It doesn't allow patience. They ate roasted corn by the roadside, held hands on Danfo buses, argued in markets about prices and pride. Their laughter was loud, their quarrels louder. Amaka's friends whispered, "That boy is too sharp, too restless. He will break you." Chiku's friends muttered, "That girl shines too much. She will outgrow you." But the city seemed to conspire in their favor. On nights when the power failed and the streets went dark, they would sit together under the glow of kerosene lamps, telling stories. Chike would talk about his dream of opening a shop that bore his name, something permanent in a city that erased men too quickly. Amaka would confess her hunger for the stage, to dance not just in crowded halls, but in places where the world could see her. They dreamed together, and dreaming made the love burn brighter. But love and hate are cousins. And in Lagos, where everything competes for space, even love can choke. The first crack came with jealousy. Amaka's dance brought her attention. Men who lingered too long after performances, who sent her gifts, who praised her with words Chike never said. And Chike, though proud of her, began to feel the city pulling her away from him. One evening, outside the club where she performed, he shouted at her. His voice rose above the drums. "Do you think all those men clap because of your talent? They clap because of your body." The words struck harder than any slap. For days, Amaka walked through the city with silence pressed against her lips. But inside her, anger burned. She had given him her laughter, her patience, her dreams, and he had reduced her to flesh. Still, the love tethered them. They could not leave. So they stayed, circling each other with tenderness and venom. They fought in the mornings, kissed in the evenings, and at night their bodies sought forgiveness, their mouths couldn't speak. Then came the night of the blackout. The entire neighborhood went dark, but the drums at the club continued. Amaka danced, her silhouette glowing under candlelight. Among the crowd was a man in a white agbada, wealthy, confident. He offered her a contract to join his troupe, a chance to perform in South Africa. Amaka's heart thundered. It was her dream unfolding, but she thought of Chike. When she told him, hope shining in her eyes, his face hardened. "So, you will leave me? Leave Lagos? Leave us?" "It's not leaving," she said. "It's becoming. For both of us. Don't you see? If I go, I can send money. I can help you open that shop." But Chike heard only abandonment. His love twisted into rage. "Go then. Chase your dreams. but don't expect me to wait like a fool." Hurt became hate that night. The weeks that followed were heavy with silence. They shared the same city, but avoided the same streets. Amaka practiced, preparing to leave, while Chike buried himself in hustling, his heart hardening with every coin he earned. On the day of her departure, the city seemed unusually quiet. She stood at the bus park, suitcase by her side, the air smelling of diesel and farewells. Chike appeared, breathless, his shirt clinging to his chest. For a moment, the hate dissolved. They looked at each other, two souls bound by a love that had bruised them both. He wanted to say, "Don't go." She wanted to say, "Come with me." But Lagos is a city of swallowed words. The buses honked, the conductor shouted, and life pushed them forward. Amaka boarded, tears shining like glass. Chike stood rooted, fists clenched. Love and hate woven into his silence. As the bus pulled away, Amaka pressed her forehead against the window. She thought of their laughter, their fights, their dreams, how love in Lagos could be sweet as palm wine and as bitter as kerosene smoke. And somewhere deep inside, she knew love had not died. It had only changed form, the way the city changes every day, breaking and rebuilding, hating and loving, never stopping.